That makes perfect sense.
The big ass bug flying around.
No, but I just feel like with all the money you spent on this equipment, you could have bought one of them joints that did it.
Clickers?
Yeah.
Those are so expensive.
Really?
So is all this shit.
Those are insane expensive.
How
We should've
expensive
just
is a
taken it
clicker?
from the other studio.
It could be upwards of $1,000.
Jesus.
For that?
For what?
You can also buy one of those Party City ones that are like
Yeah.
$50. But
Yeah.
It is the same fucking thing, huh?
But the real ones.
yeah, there's
Wait, what's the real one do?
And just what you can-
the one with the digital time thing in it? Oh yeah.
And it probably syncs via Bluetooth to the camera.
Yeah, it syncs with the time codes on the camera, so
Got it.
Right.
you can really get perfect.
makes no sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. It's called the wealth tax. Like you know how like, so like you know how you go buy a Bentley or something, and it's like. The Bentley is really, it's like a $300,000 car, but it's really, they could sell it for $150, but they like, if you got $150, then you got $300. You know what I mean? So it's like, once you hit a certain level of wealth, that people start taxing the shit out you, like, they like, that's a movie studio.
Yeah.
And we make this thing for $50 and we can sell it for $150, but they got it, so it's $600. You know?
Yeah,
What I mean?
yeah.
And they the only people buying it. You know, it's like when rich people are the only people that buy a thing, it's always way overpriced. Yeah, like art.
100%. Yeah. Did you watch that documentary? There was a documentary about.
I watched all the art documentaries.
Dude, that shit about the lady and like how they were all forgeries and she was selling them and shit.
Yo,
she still resold them after they were like, this isn't real.
No. Wait a minute, because there's two documentaries.
The one on Netflix.
So I'm talking about the one on Netflix. I think it was called Made You Look.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah.
That was the one where it's crazy because multiple races of people were involved, but only the Mexican lady went to prison.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. She went. It was like a what they call it. It was a. So they found the Mexican lady went into this art gallery in New York, this classic one. I forget the name of it, but it was like they had an old school reputation, and she convinced this white lady.
Yep.
That she found a treasure trove because these are the things, they weren't forgeries, they were fakes.
Yeah,
so
fakes.
she convinced this lady that she found a treasure trove of missing works from all these famous artists that were all in New York around the same time when they were all poor and nobody, right? And so through her Spanish boyfriend from Spain, the Spanish boyfriend found a Chinese guy that had mastered the styles of all of these old school paintings, and he made paintings that was exactly with their strokes and everything, right? Mm-hmm. And this lady just started selling them to people, like rich people. And then one day, all it took was for one rich dude to be like, okay, well, the sale will be final once my people do their
Due diligence.
And they analyzed the paint and they realized that particular yellow didn't exist when Jackson Pollock was alive or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so all the shit unraveled. And what was in dispute is did the white lady know they was fakes?
She had to have known.
Or was she a victim as well? Right?
Yeah.
But anyway, what ended up happening is they couldn't prove that the white lady knew, even though she had to have fucking known something was up. Because what are the chances that somebody got a Jackson? What are the chances that somebody has a Jackson Pollock, a Basquiat, a Brown, and I don't know the names. I'm just making up names.
Like the same vendor.
But all of those from all of these big ass painters that no one's ever seen.
Yeah.
That one person has all. It would be different if you walked in and you had a missing one.
Yeah.
But you got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You have the whole collection
from all these different people. Come on.
Yeah.
And they never traced it back to the motherfucker because I forget what the fuck the word they use is, but it's basically like tracing the ownership of it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like if I sell you a painting, there's a piece of paper saying who owned it before me and who owned it before that and who owned it before that. So you can trace it all the way back to the painter, right? They didn't have enough of that, but she did have. See, this is what kept her out of jail. She would take I forget who the painter was, but she took it to a motherfucker that was an expert on him specifically. Mm-hmm. The motherfuckers that were putting out a book with just his works in it, right? And they were like, "Oh yeah, this is definitely one of his." So it gave her like legitimacy, and they put it in the book.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And here's what pisses me off about all of that. It's two things. One, so the white lady didn't go to jail, right? Three things pissed me off. The white lady didn't go to jail, and the Spanish dude went back to Spain. He was good.
With the China dude.
The Chinese dude went back to China.
Fuck.
He was good. But the Chinese dude is a fucking genius.
Yeah.
And he didn't get famous or nothing. You know, he literally fooled the whole art world, and you know, and no one gives a fuck.
Yeah, well, he probably he probably loves it. You know what I mean?
Bro, he imitated like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
But anyway, but here's the real rub though. Here's the real rub. These rich people, so this dude was angry. This rich motherfucker was,
I mean,
bro.
fuck yeah, dude, I would be too.
But think about this. He walked in, saw this painting, and bro, this painting, hand to God, was just a square. It was just a brown square. I swear to God, it was just a brown square, and he walked in and was like, "That's the most beautiful shit I've ever seen." This is, it's breezing tears to my eye almost. I can't control my emotions, right? And then when he found out it wasn't really painted by this other person, he was like, "Get this shit the fuck off my wall."
Isn't that crazy how like the fucking the veil of like just goes away?
Well, it's like is it the most beautiful thing you ever seen or not? Or are you just pretend, like, you know how you hear people say,
how much is it just pretending?
It's mostly pretending. It's because here's the thing. Rich people don't got no flavor. I'm talking about people that was like born with money.
Yeah.
They don't got no flavor, right? So they gotta keep up appearances. That's why they be pretending like. Remember the dude? Same thing that happened with wine. The dude that he had like he was like a super taster.
Yep.
And he could take a bunch of bottles of cheap wine and mix them so they had the same flavor as like some expensive shit.
Yep.
And these motherfuckers couldn't tell the difference.
No.
You know what I mean?
And then it almost gets to the point of like when you're taking advantage of dumb rich people, who's really at fault? You know what I mean? Like, is there anyone a victim?
But also, my nigga, you got rich from taking advantage of poor people. And then you get mad when you get fooled one time.
100%.
Like, bro, they were trying to destroy this bitch. They still are. They still mad about it. They want vengeance. Yeah. Like she killed somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because
there's nothing worse. I can imagine. There's no worse feeling to a rich person than being like, I got.
Right. Well, I got made, because that's what it is. It's like now everyone knows that I was fooled.
Yeah.
Everyone. But see, that's
like the King in the Invisible Clothes. What was
part
that
of the
story?
reason she got away with it for so long was that the other rich people didn't want people to know.
100%.
So they was just like, let it slide. But like, when I see you, fuck you, bitch. You know what I mean? But they didn't. No one wanted to come out. But they were like, nah, I want this bitch head on a pike.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't get her though.
I feel like if you're like a famous artist, you probably got to fuck a lot of chicks.
I don't know, man, because most like painters, they're not famous till later.
Till they die.
You probably fucked a lot of art chicks.
I'm sure that's a huge like
art
thing.
chicks be fucking, bro.
Yeah, art chicks be fucking.
Yeah, they get inspiration and shit.
It's like theater nerds.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, theater nerd. I mean, every kind of nerd fucks within their thing, except like space nerds, like sci-fi nerds.
They don't fuck?
They fuck.
There's got to be one dude who's like killing it at the Star Trek convention.
I mean, sci-fi nerds fuck, but it's not as
right? Is that the
that's the Vulcan salute.
Oh, we should probably introduce the fucking show. Hey,
I just text JP. I'm like, did the podcast start yet?
Yeah.
Oh, we not recording? I'm sorry.
No, we are recording.
Oh, bro. So
Yeah. Oh, hey, welcome to Buddies. It's good to be back. This is JP, my co-host. What's up?
What's up, y'all?
And fucking the great, amazing Brian Simpson.
Oh, we ain't have to stop to do that. I thought y'all niggas had like a little ditty or like
No,
a little
no,
song.
no.
Like a little jingle. We're buddies. We're buddies. He was just like, welcome to Buddies. Okay.
Hey. I want to get back to Star Trek fucking. You know what I mean?
Guys, I used to, when I first started, you know how you have like the most crash jokes and shit? I used to go. I
still have the most crash
I used to go, what is it? What's the shocker?
Oh,
right. This is the shocker, right? 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. And then what you did, like that's the Spocker. Right? 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. I mean, 2 in the stink.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go and then this is the Cyndi Lauper. Cause girls just want to have fun, right?
Yeah. Do you remember your old jokes that you don't do anymore? Like when you first started, like the funnest. I remember I had one.
Oh yeah.
I had one. It was like because I ran into a girl from high school. And she was like, "You do comedy now?" I had no idea. That's weird because in high school you were never funny. And I was like, "Oh wow, okay." I was like, "Oh, you're married?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "That's weird because in high school you fucked everybody."
No, it's weird when I meet people from my past that's like, "You weren't funny," and I'm like, "No, you just didn't listen."
Yeah.
I think no. You know what it is? Is I'm still not funny. It's just that when I complain, like when I point out the shit that bothers me, it comes out funny.
Yeah.
But I was complaining back then.
Yeah.
You just didn't listen to me.
100%. Yeah. I have friends who be like, "I remember when you weren't funny," and I was like, "All right, cool." You know what I mean? It's just fucking. It's like
Right.
who
Okay.
said? Yeah.
Well, yeah, nigga. What you want to say? I went through funny puberty, nigga. I don't know what you want.
Yeah.
I'm funny now. Like I remember when there was no hair on my balls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I hate that when people try to like point out.
Yeah.
When you were less.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have funny.
Remember that time you forgot to put on deodorant and you showed up on the first day of school?
Remember that time you said you wanted to marry our cousin? And yeah, they still don't let me.
Bro, that shit happened to me.
Me too.
Wait a minute, the deodorant or the cousin? I'm talking about the deodorant.
Both.
Bruh, my favorite shit is when if you get Frank to laugh hard enough, he turns into the Count from Sesame Street.
Yeah, no, I was like, I had a lot of cousins growing up as a kid and shit, and I remember my all my cousins would pick on me, and I had one cousin, her name was Celeste, and she was always so sweet. And then I remember I was like, I was young, and I was like, oh, this is like the only person that's nice to me in my life, and I didn't understand the concept of like marriage or all these things. I was just like a kid, so I was like, hey guys, you want to know why I'm so happy? Because I'm gonna marry Celeste, and these motherfuckers have never let me live it down. Like they remind me about this shit every chance they get, and this is the point where I ended up making a joke about it in the act, but it was just like, yeah, it's fucking hysterical. At my wedding they brought it up. It was hysterical. Yeah.
Was Celeste there?
Yeah. She thinks it's hysterical.
Dude, I matched with my one of my cousins on Tinder
will
once.
Never let you live it down.
No, especially Mexicans. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Are we passing? I was just gonna keep short.
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like a lot of my Mexican friends say that, where it's like your family is like their number one goal is that you remember that you're not better than them.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
You're not better than us, mijo.
Yeah.
You on Comedy Central? You're not better than them.
No. Yeah.
Well, how you say Comedy Central in Spanish?
Comedy Central. Comedy Central.
Was it,
Something like that.
actually, you know what is so stupid to me? Is when you be in an argument and it, like when I'm witnessing two people arguing about something for a long time and it's something they could just Google. They be arguing like it's the 90s.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, just look that shit up. I'm telling you, nigga, the Eiffel Tower was 2,000 feet. No, nigga, it's 1,300.
Yeah.
We could just see, dog.
But that's also,
You know what I'm saying? We can see and talk about something else.
yeah, but that's how like dumb people. That's how dumb people entertain themselves. You know what I mean?
How you say Comedy Central in Spanish?
In Spanish, you would say Central de la Comedia.
Bro, that's pretty much what I did, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can go back and see what I said because I don't really
Holy
remember
shit.
exactly.
Holy shit! Simpson's more Mexican than I am.
Central de la Comedia. Let's do it one more time. Central de la Comedia.
Yeah. Damn. I feel like if we did like a race to who can learn how to speak the most Spanish, you would absolutely destroy me.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah, because comedy stand up is the only thing that haven't never given up on.
Have you ever tried to learn a new language?
I love to learn like when I'm getting obsessed about something. I like to go at the basics real quick, and then if the basics don't give me no passion, I give up. You know what I mean? So no, but I've tried to learn another language. Yeah, man. I illegally downloaded Rosetta Stone.
Yeah.
Like back when we first heard about torrents.
Yeah.
And I
Just
think I wanted to
download
learn.
porn.
I wanted to learn Swedish, or I forget what it was, but it was like one of those like aggressively white countries. Because I remember I had Googled what country in the world is best for black people. Like it's like the nicest to black people. what
Only two of them came up.
No, it was like what developed country is the nicest to black people. And these motherfuckers had, they checked off the list. They had a universal health care and all of the shit that they act like we got here. And the cops I think the cops killed like two, maybe it was Norway or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But it was like something where like the cops have only killed 2 people like ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
What country was that? Where the cop killed somebody and it was like international news because like it never happens.
Damn, I think it was like not Switzerland. I think it was like Norway.
It was Norway or the Netherlands, right?
Yeah, they're fucking like.
Is that the same thing?
I have no idea. Bro, I'm bad at geography, math.
You're bad at everything.
I mean, I'm great at smoking weed.
Bro, yeah, it's like that's all we got.
It's like I'm bad at all of.
I like traveling though. You know what I mean? I'd love to go to Norway.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you think they got like stoner versions of me in Norway?
Yeah, I mean, I can see before I go. I gotta see how black people. I gotta like look up like how they treat black people there.
Yeah,
I ain't trying to just go wherever, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because then you get there and the other black guy's like,
What you doing here?
Dog. When I was in Japan, I saw another black guy, and he was so excited to see me because he was just like, he was like, hey man, I was like, I'm not black, and he was like, I don't care. He was just like, you're dark, because they have no black or dark people out there in Japan. They're very rare. My friend, a comic, ended up getting he was like an actor on a Japanese child show because he was a black guy.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He was just like, he was like, most kids like at a certain age know me because I was like one of the first black people on a kids show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't think he's black. He's something else.
The Japanese shows they be so like out there to me, bro.
Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video? There's one, their game shows are weird. There was one where it was like a gay guy was sucking a straight guy's dick, and the game was to see how long it would take for the straight guy to come.
That was the game show?
Yeah. So the straight guy, it was all blurred out, but you just knew it was happening, and the straight guy was just like, I am not gonna come. And then like the gay guy was like, I will make you come. And then it was just like,
wait a minute, are you sure that wasn't just somebody like
Pornhub or something?
Putting the subtitles up?
No, it was a real thing.
Because you don't speak Japanese.
No.
So how you know that's what they was really saying?
Because it said Japanese game show.
I know, but I'm saying...
I'm
saying you were reading English subtitles.
Yeah.
How you know somebody wouldn't just put the subtitles?
I just trust him, dog.
He could have easily had like a banana, or I don't know.
No,
I can't even think of a scenario.
It was. Listen, the guy was pretty bummed out that he lost money and he came so quick.
Oh, he came.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh wow.
I mean, if you think about it, if you're a gay guy and you're a straight guy, no matter how bad you're like, I don't want to come.
He's probably just relieved.
Yeah, and he's also really good at sucking. Like,
he's like, well, I guess I'm a little gay. I guess.
I mean,
in a pinch. Yeah. That's nice to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's also like, I'm sure it's one of those things that like, if as much as you don't want to, that would be the funniest game show too. If they did that in America, it was like $50,000. Straightest men you have. They got to get their dick sucked by a gay guy. Because gay guys would love to suck a straight guy's dick. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's like the unicorn, right? Turning a straight guy.
See, the problem with that is, and maybe this generation will change that. The problem with that is men are not allowed to experiment.
Of course not. Not in America.
In terms of like your masculinity is like something you lose. Like the moment you do anything
gay or perceived,
it's gone forever.
Yeah. But
you can't never recover it, dog. You can't be 2-time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could be 2-time champion of the world, but you can't be 2-time a man.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like no, nigga. You went on the other side. You can't come back.
Yeah, but how much money are you willing to risk for that?
Risk for what?
So how much money do you have to get like offered to be like, so it's like, all right, this gay guy's going to suck your dick. You have a minute to just not come. Can you last a minute of like the best gay dude ever that's only sucked dicks his whole life? How much money would you have to be on the line for you to win that?
I think you asking the wrong question. The question is, how much money would you pay for that? Wait a minute, you said to get my dick sucked by an expert?
Yeah. And I got a not come in a minute.
Right.
Yeah, because
do
it's also
do they take Groupon? Because I'm gonna spread the word.
because there's a lot of guys who are like, I'm too masculine. I'd never let that's gay as fuck. I'd never let a gay guy suck my dick. But it's like $2 million. It's like, ooh, I just got a not come in a minute. That's a gamble.
Man, niggas be lying, nigga. Because the thing is, whenever that conversation come up, it's like, man, it's because it's easy to have that conversation when you know that the chances of you getting $2 million aren't actually real.
Yeah,
but if I just pulled out a stack of $5,000. The average motherfucker would be like, well, is this going to be public? Or? You know what I'm saying? It's
Might have to see you after, you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's like, keep it a buck, nigga. Like, let me see, you know what I'm saying? Let me look through your Pornhub cookies, nigga, before we have a talk about it. Cause you're not keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me look through your incognito tabs, nigga, and see what we talking about. You know what I mean?
One of my friends handed me his phone to like look for a Google thing once, and I opened up the internet browser and it was just all incognito. And I was like, oh man, you're just always on incognito? And he goes, yeah, man. I was like, oh shit.
You know what's crazy is I used to use that a lot. And then it occurred to me one day that you could just be saving somebody at Google
the trouble
of, because now you're just going, hey Google, this is what I want to hide from everybody. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to sift through your shit.
They just know.
I think you just be better off just using your regular browser and click. My cookies just clear automatically every month. Yeah. But that they still be tracking you, dog. Like they know everything you doing. They know everything you doing. Yeah. I wish that I could just meet
the guy who knows everything about me. The guy who's like working my case file at fucking Google.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. That's fucking yeah.
Because I used to work at the Pentagon, right?
Oh really? I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
for like it was like a year.
What'd you do?
It had a fancy name, but it wasn't really a big time job. But it was like I was a facility resource technician.
Okay.
Which is basically, I was the dude that walked around the building to see what needed to be fixed on the comm side of things. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would open up like a server room closet and go, okay, it's the right temperature. Okay, boom. This is about to expire. This warranty's about to go out, and just tell the right people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of shit. It was dope. It was the simplest job I've ever had, and I was getting paid way too much money to do it. And I remember, here's the thing about that place, and I think I've said this before, but everyone in that building makes too much money. It's really true. And I remember saying it one time. Yeah. Okay. I used to have the supervisor that would he would show up, he would like be drunk all the time. He had a serious drinking problem. And nobody cared because he was so good at his job, or he was so good at making it so he was the only one that could do the job. But I don't know which.
That's a great position to be in.
But one time, like, he was way too hella fucked up.
Yeah.
And so I had to go to like this morning meeting in his place. And we sitting around the table like bullshitting because the meeting hasn't started yet and the big boss hasn't come in yet. And I'm just shooting the shit, meeting these other people that I never met before. And I remember, and I think it was payday too. We all just gotten paid. And I just said to the motherfucker like casual, I was like, man, isn't it crazy? We all make way too much motherfucking money in here. And bro, it was like I dropped a glass or something. Like, everybody was like, no. and I thought they were kidding. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, right? Like we all way like, no, don't ever say like, don't talk like that at all. Like, oh shit. But that's what it really felt like to me. Is like I was doing this job and it was like you had to have a secret clearance and all this, degrees and all this other shit. It was like, man, I could teach anyone how to do this. But anyway, I brought it up just because I remember. So I left there. Years went by, and they called me this is right after I had started doing comedy, and they called me and was like, "Hey, would you consider, moving back to Virginia and getting your old job back?" It was a good ass job. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, hell yeah, I would. And they were like, okay, well, we just gotta rerun your security clearance and we'll be in touch. I was like, okay, boom. And I hadn't been in no trouble or nothing like that, but it had expired, it last certain amount of time, but they never called me back. Why not? I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. It might have something to do with my porn searches. You know what I'm saying? They might have just been like, oh, nigga, let's pull up his incognito real quick. Oh, come on.
Midgets.
I'm like, yo, it's up there.
Yeah. They left it up.
It's up there. Yeah.
My biggest fear for porn is like, not in the stuff I'm watching. It's not like crazy. I'm worried that because it's the front facing and the back facing camera. I'm worried that like a video will come out that it's like the video of you like jerking off.
Okay.
And then the video of your face just like.
No, let me stop you right there. This is what's so crazy to me. Now I know that I'm the outlier, but so many people I know, they jerk off on their phone. Like they watch porn. I have never done that.
You use your laptop?
I use my computer.
What are you fucking? What are you, a monster?
What you mean? It's high def.
Yeah, man, high def. You get a real
high
nice
def.
chair
On the big screen.
Phone. Oh, well, I mean, I also have a wife, so I mean, I gotta be fucking doing it in like secret. You know what I mean? Like
in secret?
That's in secret. You know what I mean? Like I usually do it in the shower.
Okay, but let me ask you this: How would your wife react?
She doesn't give a shit.
So why you do it in secret?
I'm not gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna be jerking off in the bedroom. I'm just like, I'm gonna go. I'm just polite about it.
Nah, I'll be like, yo, watch me. I want you to watch. If you really don't got a problem with it, you should be able to sit through this.
You should be able to sit through this.
Yeah, because there's these.
I mean, she's watched me shit, so I mean, why
There's
not?
weird chicks out there that think porn is cheating.
Yeah, she's not one of those. She's like, go ahead, get your poison out,
bro. We are not the same tribe. Like, if you one of those chicks and you don't even speak to me, you that is completely ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's also like,
jerking off to porn is cheating.
There's certain people who just had never experienced that, or like it didn't, like that was not in their household or whatever. I'm like, really?
What, porn?
Yeah. Or masturbating.
How do those people still exist?
I know.
Those are the people that grew up with on internet. They say that maybe that's understandable, but it's everywhere.
Yeah,
It's
it is everywhere,
pocket,
dude. It's in your pocket.
Yeah, nigga, it's certain Carl's Jr. commercials that's right up on the line.
Bro, I came when I watched the Jack in the Box commercial the other day.
Remember that old? Really?
It was for the
No, I'm
milkshakes,
just
though.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, what Jack in the Box commercial we talking about?
Yeah, they just they released a new chicken sandwich. That's,
Remember that Carl's Jr. commercial where the ladies like just rubbing the chili burger on
That
their
was like
titties?
the whole like in like the early 2000s. That was their whole thing.
Yeah.
They get a nice car and they get like Pamela Anderson.
And by the way,
or someone on there in a bikini.
I ate a lot of fucking burgers that year. I was like 14 and was like, yeah, let's go to Burger King. Yeah. Every time they're like, what do you guys want to go to eat? I was like, Dad, we're going to Burger King. Yeah.
I think that just gave me an idea for a sketch.
Do you want me to play the chick?
No.
Please no.
It's probably already been done before.
What?
Has there been a sketch where like it's a commercial and
Yeah.
it seems like but you can't tell what they're trying to sell you?
Oh, no, that's actually really
But it's like
funny.
they ask you all these questions like, do you do this? Do you do that? Do you do this? And then at the end it's like, then kill yourself. And it's a Smith & Wesson
Suicide's
commercial.
for you.
And we can't help you.
Right.
You remember when there was fucking Dr. Death? Remember that guy?
Dr.
Kevorkian? Dr. Kevorkian?
Working, yeah. I've seen his actual like
Bro,
car.
but why they do that man like that? Dr. Death. Nigga, he was dealing with people that's already dying.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
It was all like, completely
Doctor, bless
willing.
your heart.
Yeah, doctor helping people out. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like why don't you? Because here's what's funny about that.
You know, yeah. All right. This is what I think it is. I think it's a lot because also I've experienced a lot of like I've had like a couple grandparents die this year, and I think a lot of it is younger. Like they're
Where's Dr. Kevorkian go to jail at?
now that a lot of like the younger
Michigan.
a lot of the younger people they fucking like their kids. They can't let that, you know what I mean? They're like, they can't let that go, right? It's weird for them to see their parent be like, I'm just ready to go. You know what I mean?
And you're like, no, suffer, grandma.
Yeah, no, suffer because of me. And it's like, you know what I mean?
Right. It's like, I need you here where I'm not going to visit you. I just need to know that you're alive and in pain.
Yeah, it's
You know
so
what I mean?
weird, dude.
It's
I
like,
told my
go
mom straight up, I'll
away.
put her down outside.
Hey, bro, I remember this episode of Star Trek. I forget the age it was, but they came up on this planet where the old people would kill themselves when they hit a certain age.
Yeah.
They would just fucking jump out of airlock or whatever. Like, yo, we leaving it to the kids. You know what I mean? I don't know if it was 65, like straight up real retirement, nigga.
Real retirement.
Yeah, they like, yo, 65 is the cutoff.
Space lock, doc.
Yeah, you gotta jump off a bridge as soon as you're 65. You out.
Yeah. How dope do you think that bridge would be? Like, if it was a real thing in society, do you think it'd be like a cool bridge? You think people would like line up and like clap and stuff? Because you want to go out like feeling dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they call it Grandma Bridge.
Grandparents Bridge?
Or Granny Gulch or something
Yeah.
like that.
It's like
It would be the bridge would go over Granny.
the glass
the bridge would be
bridge.
Grandpa Bridge and the Gulch would be Granny Gulch.
Yeah. But it would be like super dope looking. It doesn't even look like you're falling. You're just kind of like, oh, sweet. And then you take the step and you're just gone. Golden Gate Granny, yeah. Granny Gate Bridge.
Yeah, I like that. That has a better ring to it. Yeah, but I don't know, man. It's like if somebody want to die and they have sound mind, because see, they flip you. It's like they try to flip it on you because they go, well, yeah, if you're of sound mind and body and you want to die, then so be it. But anyone that wants to die ain't of sound mind and body.
Yeah, but it's also, I mean, that's
right.
crazy.
It's like, no, nigga, I'm in pain. I want to die, and I'm letting y'all know right now. I don't want no Terry Salvo shit going on. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a vegetable nigga, I'm out. Pull that motherfucking plug. I abhor you.
100%.
Fuck what my mama want. Fuck what my siblings want. Run up in that hospital. Nigga, just one circuit breaker. We could solve it. You know what I'm saying?
I told my wife, I was like, if anything like that ever happened to me, fucking you out. I was like, date other people, just be gone. Don't fucking, I don't need you crying next to me while I'm fucking, like that would be the worst.
It's like, oh, you're not gonna ever recover? Ever?
Yeah.
Nah, it's a wrap.
I had a friend that happened to. He was changing a tire on the freeway, and someone hit him, right? And they're both pulled over, right? And they're both like doing the whole thing, and then a fucking like drunk driver just hit both of them. Yeah, and then he was just never the same again. Yeah, it was fucked up, bro. And then like that dude used to come to my shows. Like I would see that dude all the time. Like he was we went to high school together and shit. And just it was fucking rough.
Yeah, I don't play by no car shit, bro.
No, man.
I've been in two car accidents, and they were both with close friends or family, and they were both after we left the strip club. At 3 a.m. I swear to God, hand to God.
So no strip clubs?
Oh, that's already a wrap. That's been a wrap. No strip club.
Really?
Well, I put it like this. I don't stay at the bar or the strip club till closing time.
100%.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? After midnight, 12:30, I'm out. Because nothing good happens after midnight, bro.
100%.
And it's like,
that's why I respect you.
And look, in both times, my spidey sense was tingling. I was like, yo, you good? And both of them niggas was like, yeah, I'm more than good. You know what I'm saying? It was like, no, you were not good.
Yeah.
And oh man, I could tell both stories, but that's the whole other thing. I don't know why I brought it up. Why did I bring it up?
Because we're
strip clubs are a wrap.
Oh, strip clubs are a wrap.
You said strip clubs are a wrap. Or bad shit happens after 2 a.m.
No, but before that, what were we talking about? I was telling that story to make a point, but I don't remember what the point was.
Yep, that sounds like this show.
That sounds like weed.
Yeah.
Don't you hate it when motherfuckers get high with you and they get mad at you when you like not keeping track of what they talking about?
No, are you kidding me? Anyone that gets mad at anyone when they're stoned is always just like, I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
But Frank's just always stoned. People can't get mad at him.
It's like you refuse to relax. That's what your problem is.
Yeah,
why you getting mad when you stoned? That defeats the purpose.
Yeah, 100%. You ever see some people just don't want to? They just don't like that letting go. They don't like that. Like, yeah.
I think it's human nature. I think like we need an enemy, like we need an adversary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you remember how happy everybody was after 9/11? Not how happy, but it was like that kumbaya shit.
Yeah, dude. Like, I was stoked.
We all what you need, neighbor.
Yeah.
You know, it was that kind of shit,
bro. I was happy when it was happening.
Yeah, so like when we go too long with. Stop it, bro. Only Pete Davidson is allowed to make 9/11 jokes.
Oh, okay. Why was he flying one of the planes?
No, his
I know why. I know why.
It's like I watched the Bill Burr movie.
His roast was so good.
Yeah. His cousin owned the building.
Yeah, is that the building's back, right?
No, I think it's now I feel like I'm gonna get fucking killed.
It's just a high beam, right?
No, it's not just a high beam. We got it. It's a memorial. But
I know, but as far as I know, it's just two.
It's
it's
two
just
big
two
lights.
bright lights.
Yeah, it's two bright lights.
I'm like, yeah. I mean, is that running on solar? Or because it seems like a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Two Luxor lights.
It's did you ever? There's a article about the Vietnam War Memorial when it came out. People were like upset when it came out. Do you know the history about that?
Nah.
So the lady who built it was like a college student. It was this. I think she was. I'm gonna fuck this up. She was like this Asian lady. The Asian lady was a very. So I should look. I should Google it before I fucking like ruin. The Vietnam War Memorial. Who made it? She was a college student, but they gave her a lot of shit because like people were like, it looks dumb. It's stupid. She's also Asian. It was like a weird like little fucking like racism thing. But the way she built it was. It's like ground level, but then it just sinks. And as you sink, the names get longer, right? So it's just all the names. But as you're walking, you get to see how the weight of everything. But they were saying that when it first came out, people were like, nah, this isn't it. They were like upset. But once they finally saw it.
So this is the point where like you can't see the names at all the way at the top?
No. It's towering above you when you get to the lowest point of it. Like, but then you can see all the names and stuff. So
by the way, I'm glad you brought that up. It's because can we say that we're recording this on Memorial Day? Well,
holy shit. Yeah, we are recording this on Memorial Day.
We're recording this on Memorial Day. And let me just reiterate, Memorial Day is for people that are dead.
Yeah.
It's to remember. It's mem as in memory, as in remember them niggas, right?
Yeah.
So people walk up and go, they know you're a veteran, they go, thank you for your, happy Memorial Day. It's like, nigga, I didn't die.
Yeah.
It's for the dead people. It's not for. It's not. Yeah, there's another day for us. I forget
Veterans
what it's called.
Day?
Oh yeah. It's called Veterans Day.
Yeah, Hannah got a tattoo of her great grandfather who died in I think World War II or some shit. He was an Air Force pilot, and he got shot over somewhere, and then they never like found his body until like recently they found the wreckage, and then they got I think his watch or some shit and a few other relics. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I was like, damn, that's wild. But she got a tattoo of him and stuff.
So like 6 years later, they came up and said, hey, we found what we think is his wreckage. Here's stuff that was on his body.
I think it was the dog tags that they found.
What a trip.
Yeah, right? I was like, that's crazy. Because they didn't,
they
never,
forever.
Yeah, they'd never found him or anything and stuff. And yeah, it was a whole thing. It was pretty crazy. Yeah. Did I just bum everyone out? No.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about all the fault. No. No, I just, you know how, I don't know what happens to, I guess, because I think everybody has a different one, but it's like when the weed hit me, it's like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's like, imagine like the power going out and then the backup generator cut on and the lights slowly start coming back on. Yeah. That's what happens to me. It's like, so you know what I'm saying? Like when the weed hit me, it's like everything whoop.
Yeah.
And I'm slowly resetting. Not to full though.
No, 100%. Yeah.
No, it's my backup generator that's running. Yeah. So I slow down a little bit.
Bro, dude, are you kidding me? Yeah, that's my whole life.
So that's what happened to me. I'm just saying when you like, did I bum everybody out? It's like, no, I got quiet because the weed hit me. That's why I don't like to smoke before I go on stage, because I don't want it to hit. Because like if I'm already high, I can go up. Yeah. But if I smoked and it ain't hit me yet, I don't like that, because then you go on stage and it'll hit you in the middle of your joke, and it just throws your to me it throws my whole like, you get on a roll and then the momentum's gone, and I'll just stop in the middle of my set.
Yeah, I love it.
Y'all know the thing. What was I telling them about?
I'll just be like, oh fuck, I'm fucking high right now, and he usually gets a laugh.
That gets a laugh in California.
Yeah, and then the sheriff walks out in North Carolina, and you're like, ah, shit.
Yeah, nah, you know what I realized though? It's cool people everywhere.
There is cool people, bro. I mean, dude, I'll tell you a story. I was on the road in Houston with Felipe Esparza. I'm not gonna call out the person who it was, but there was a maybe I shouldn't have said the city. We'll bleep it. Anyways. So I was on the road with him, right? And it was in Houston at the Houston Improv. And
you just said it again.
I know.
So are we bleeping it or not?
No, we're not going to believe it.
Okay.
His name's Officer. No, I'm just kidding. So we're chilling there, right? And then like we're fucking getting lit. And then like we walk out of the green room and there's a sheriff's officer just right there, right? And I panic immediately because like everyone can smell that we're smoking weed, right? So I'm just like, oh, maybe he's just like hangs. I don't know. I was like, maybe he's just like patrolling or whatever. And then like, he comes by and I was like, hey man, what's up? Did you get like a call here or something? And he was like, nope, I'm just here. And I was like, oh, okay. And then like I look at the feature and he's like, get rid of everything. And I went and I flushed like 3 joints and shit. And like, you know, we go back to the show and he's like following us. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to fucking go to jail. And then finally, the manager comes and goes, you know, hey guys, you guys want any rolling papers or anything? And I was like, what are you talking about? The fucking sheriff's here. And they're just like, oh no, he doesn't give a shit. And they're like, it's the comedy club. He's here all the time. You know what I mean? Like a guy got shot like a week ago. That's why he's here. And you know, you guys are fine. And we're just like, oh, and I had to tell everybody that I flushed like 3 joints. Felipe was just like, where's all the weed? And I was like, okay, so let me explain.
Yes, that was the last time you were on the road with them.
No, but he definitely is like, hey man, just whatever you do, don't flush any weed.
Oh yeah, so that's something you ain't gonna never live down here.
No man, hey man, I don't want to, you know what I mean? And then they basically told me eventually they'll go, it's decriminalized in Houston, so it's just a ticket.
Most of the 50 states, like they will just write you a ticket.
I did not know that.
Yeah. That being said, sheriffs, federal law, so they can, if they really want to, can fuck.
Exactly, and that I don't know, man. I'm just one of those people where it's like,
sheriffs usually
you follow state law.
Yeah, whenever I see cops, I'm just like, I don't want to fuck around, because that's the other thing, and that I don't know, especially like being Mexican, I'm just like, oh, you mean my my freedom hinges on how cool a dude is?
Real talk, real talk. I got a bit about that, about how everybody hates cops, even cops, right? Yeah. And I was in, and I got like a little chunk of my new act that's like shitting on cops or whatever. Yeah. Not really, but just critiquing.
Yeah.
And I did this shit in Philly, and when I got off stage, I don't know if she was the commissioner or the chief, but she was something like that, something like important.
Someone important?
And they were like, yeah. So they were like, yo, somebody wants to meet you over here. And I'm like, okay, well, and I go in this room and there's like a dude waiting, you could tell like he's a big motherfucker, guard or whatever. He's waiting there, and I walk in this room and it's the chief.
They got just crack.
No. But it was one of the things where it's like, that's one of those cities where like everybody knows who she is. Yeah. She got to move like a celebrity, you know what I mean? But she was like, you were very funny. You had a couple of good ideas that was really, really funny. Blah blah blah. She had a good time. She had a good sense of humor. Yeah. But she just thanked me because she was like, I ain't had a laugh in a minute. You know what I mean? It was like the most bizarre and like best experience.
It's weird, especially now. I think we were talking about this yesterday. Is like, you forget who's in the audience, you know? Like the GM for the San Jose Improv in San Jose, when I did one of the shows, he was in the audience and he saw me like roast this chick, and I fucking got her good, but it was also just like, I felt bad because I was like, oh shit, I don't want you to watch that. But he was like, nah, I fucking loved it. And then I was like, oh yeah, comedy club guys, they fucking like, they're just like us. They're just like comedy people. You know what I mean? Like the separation of like, that's why it makes me laugh when people are like, oh, we're canceling them. I was like, well, you're not the one booking a comedy club. You know what I mean? Like most comedy clubs are going to fucking book who they book, and they're still going to like, you know, and it sucks, but it's also like, ugh, I get it.
Yeah, the thing is, also, I think it's real hard to cancel a comedian.
So hard.
Of what they said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it's something you did, it's hard enough if it's something you did.
Yeah. Something you said. Ugh.
That's gonna be a toughie for permanently canceled. I don't think that's gonna happen. That's why
now it's like, it's one of those things like, yeah, you're still, yeah, you can still eat. You'll be fine.
Right.
You just don't get to play all the fun reindeer games.
There's comedians whose whole persona is that they're trying to get canceled.
100%.
And it doesn't. Nothing happens.
Imagine not getting canceled and you're just trying the whole time.
Yeah, because then you would just get a fan base off that.
Yeah, and you can. But it's also, is that the fan base you want?
I don't know. Mm-hmm. If that's your, see, that's why. Yeah, I mean, if that's your sense of humor, if that's really you, if you're just trying to be provocative because you think that's what's gonna get attention, that's one thing. But if you really have like that real gross, like raunchy sense of humor. You know.
But is it possible too that like over time getting like positive feedback, like you become that person?
Oh God, yeah. Then he's right. You just have to be.
You just like start like feeding into it, and the next thing you know, you are a piece of shit.
Right. You're like, I got jokes in the chamber right after the miscarriage. You know what I mean?
She was crying. I was writing.
Right. Exactly. I was there through the whole massacre, pen to pad.
I did my mass shooting joke in San Jose 2 days after a fucking mass shooting happened.
Oh wow,
it's pretty great.
Did it work?
Yeah, it still worked.
Okay. Yeah.
The Mexicans laughed at the end.
Yeah.
But still, people were like, it was silent all the way until the punchline, all the way until the turn, just quiet. And you're just like, I get it. You got to pay your respects. That moment of silence for all those people.
Wow.
You say it's not funny?
You just laugh.
I don't know why. Terrible, tragic, truly tragic, terrible stuff just makes me. I think it's definitely out of uncomfortableness. I laugh out of just uncomfortable.
You laugh out of nervousness?
Not nervousness, but it was just like, you know what I mean?
I'm glad I don't have that as a.
I definitely think if I'm going to cancel for anything, I'll get canceled for something I laugh
I would just be walking around laughing like the Joker. Like
did you see what Frank Castillo laughed at? He showed him a bus full of babies driving off a cliff, and he laughed hysterically.
You imagine that, like you, like you trying to explain to somebody that like you don't think it's funny, you know, it's like something fucked up just happened. You're like,
what do you think the most inappropriate time is to laugh? Worst time to laugh. What's the worst time to laugh?
The worst time to laugh is when the person around you, when there's at least one person interacting with you that has made it clear that they're definitely not in a joking mood. regardless of what they're being very serious about, the worst time to laugh is because laughing means I'm ready to fight you. Yeah. That's to me. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody's, you know, like when somebody hits you with the no bullshit, all jokes aside, say one more motherfucking thing.
And you start giggling?
And you start giggling. Because that means all that shit, like that means like your mood is nothing to me. I mean, I think that's how people would interpret it. But it could also diffuse the situation if you make them laugh. You know, but what could you say? You know? But I think that's the worst time to laugh is when somebody has really communicated to you that it's not a good time.
Yeah. That's so funny because this past weekend when that lady was me and I was going back and forth with that lady, I just would laugh really loud at her. Like I was just dying laughing at her because she was so mad. And there's something about like, especially a heckler or someone like, if you just laugh at them, like truly just laugh, it drives them insane. You're right. You're dismissing their mood entirely. But also like if the audience is laughing at what you're saying at them, it really just drives people wild. Has anyone tried to fight you after a show?
Yeah, once. I mean, this happened. People have threatened to fight me after shows, but only one person actually. I don't even think he tried to fight me. I remember being on stage one time and it was a table like off to like the right, and they were literally just having their own conversation or something. I don't know what they were doing, but I said something to the table, you know, just jokingly banter or whatever, and I was like, you know, I said like y'all look like a new lesbian punk band or something, you know, some shit like that, something corny. Yeah. But I remember it was one dude and 4 or 5 girls, and that dude got mad as a motherfucker, bro. You ever somebody get just angry at you?
Oh yeah,
like in a the weirdest moment.
The thing that just triggers them, where you're like, oh shit, okay.
And this dude, and he hit me with that. Like I just started shitting on him, and he hit me with that, yo. Yeah, word. Hey, say one more thing, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And I was like, I remember, you know, and anyway, I heard this dude, I got on this dude so hard that the whole club was chanting my name when he walked out of the club. I ain't even making this up. Because it was like they were waiting for the open mic, it was after the show. So it was a bunch of comics in the back, and they started chanting, and then the crowd joined in, and he got up and left.
Yeah.
But he was waiting when the show was over.
Yep.
Yeah, and I remember...
You hurt someone like that? They get,
Oh, yeah, because, and he thought like we was on some square shit, and then my boy My nigga Will F you pay me. You know Will F you pay me? Oh, he's a real one. This nigga walked up. This nigga was like, yo, this ain't what you want, fam. You know what I'm saying? We could do it or what? You know what I mean? But and he left, and I never seen him again. I mean, I'm sure he still lived down here. You know what I mean? He didn't. I'm sure that dude didn't have any kind of like success.
Yeah,
or like his life didn't like drastically change in the last like 7 years or something.
Yeah,
but maybe I run into that nigga at Target or something. Time's up.
No, I just want was.
I guess you can. Jacky needs help.
Oh, okay. What happened? What's up?
I think she is fucked up right now.
Really?
She's on La Brea Melrose.
Like 2 blocks out.
I need help getting home.
Okay.
The edibles.
Okay.
I wonder if she ate more.
Let's go help her.
I'm sorry.
No,
you're good.
What time
You're good.
are we at?
Oh, we're at 50 minutes.
Perfect. Let's let's
cut
wrap
it
it
off.
up.
You can cut off that.
Yeah, that's fine. So we'll just that's actually really hilarious.
I didn't get to I didn't have time to get to the point.
No, it's fine. All right, dope. Anything you want to plug before we get out of here? Nah. All right, cool. We got to go help our friend. All right, dope. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for coming, bro. This was fun.
Hell yeah.
Dope. All right, peace.